Hello everyone, I'm back to work on these Traveler's Notebook journals again. We had done these together in the last video, but I'll just show you how I covered up the ends of the ribbon inside the journals. Isn't that a gorgeous trim? I believe someone sent that to me. And this is a vintage crochet trim. And then this one has a pink striped ribbon. So now I'm thinking about what to do inside the journal and what to do with these rose journal cards that I had printed out. And I so far have taken 3 white shipping tags and I glued on some vintage music paper, and then I sewed on one of the smaller cards. As I mentioned in the other video, this is the size they come, 4 to a sheet, and then there were 5 sheets, and 2 of the sheets I printed so that there were 8 cards to a sheet. So then they came out smaller because I needed some smaller images. Another thing I'm going to do is take some of the papers. I'll print some of the papers that have things that I can cut off of them, so I can cut those images off and those, and just use pieces of the printables. So I'll probably be doing that with some of the pages too. So I have a strip of this gorgeous pink and white fabric that came from Denise. Thank you very much, Denise. I love that. And I've got a couple other colors too that she sent me. And I put it through the hole in the tag with a little piece of pale pink lace. And I have my box of floss, embroidery floss, and silk ribbon. So I'm just going to take a little piece of the silk ribbon. I used to use that for silk ribbon embroidery. And I'm just going to tie it around. That way I don't have to try to knot the thick fabric and lace and make a big bulky knot. Get it right down in there. Can you see what I'm doing? There we go. So there's that tag. And for this one, I'll use this. So I want the lace to be on the outside like this. So I put it on the underside to thread it through the hole from front to back. You can use embroidery floss. In fact, that's what I was going to do when I got this box down. And then I saw the silk ribbon and I thought, I never used that silk ribbon. I should just use some of that today. So that's what I'm doing. And one more. I'd like to use that blue, but where'd my tag go? There's no blue in the tag. in any of these tags. So I guess I'll use this one again. That one was long enough, I tied it in a bow. All right, so there are 3 tags. I might as well leave these over here in case I want to use them for something else. Another thing that I'm doing is I have some scrapbook paper that has a sheet of these circles. They're 3-inch circles. So I cut 3 of them out and I glued them to white, lightweight cardstock. They don't need to be super heavy, but I did need to firm them up a little bit. I'm going to use them as tuck spots. I could also use them as little tags. They'd be cute if I punched a hole in them and tied a thread through them, made them tags. But these are going to be tuck spots. Don't feel like I'm doing a very good job cutting out this circle. Sorry, I should have had that all done before I turned the camera on, but I didn't. So I thought I would, where's my third one? There it is, hiding. I would put this on the inside front and maybe tuck one of these little tags inside, or I wonder if a larger tag would work, card. Depends on how much glue I put on, I guess. There isn't much room there for the large tag to stick in there. So just put that much glue on. Oh, and I did do some lace and fabric flips. There's that one. Isn't that pretty? And I put the glue on the wrong side. I don't do that as much as I used to. Okay, so I want it here. I want the glue over here. There's that fabric flip. Guess this one doesn't really matter which way it goes. Oh, I forgot that I wanted to put a bulb pin and maybe a charm or something on these. See what kind of charms I have. Oh, actually, well, this probably won't work for this, but I just got these in the mail today from one of my subbies. Oh, excuse me. I had sent her something, and so she just thanked me with these gorgeous little paperclip charms. Look at the ones with the tiny, tiny dies. This one is gorgeous. She sent me some brown ones to put on teddy bear journals, but the teddy bear journals are already gone. But I can use them for something else, for sure. This one and this one would be great in these journals that I'm working on right now. Someplace, but I don't think on the tag. I don't think. So, set those aside. I might have to make some charms. Some little bead charms to put on the tag. Let me see what's in my little drawer here. Something small. This one has some hearts. That one's got bling. Let's just do hearts. I'll just put the pin through the knot of the lace and fabric. So I will have to come up with a pocket to put them in. All right, what else can we do? I want to do something with the large cards. I love this one. I love that one. I love them all. It's just, when it sits in the pocket, it's too close to the fold. Maybe I'll end up putting one of the pieces that I cut from the extra sheets that I'm going to print, but for now, well, I don't need to put anything in there for now. Can you tell I'm a little indecisive today? Probably stamp something there, or on this page somewhere. I think that's a good place for a pink guest check. Maybe I'll put it on this side because this side is prettier. This one is more out of focus. So I'll put the guest check on this side. This is a sheet of paper from the scrapbook paper pad. I think it was with this one. Not exactly sure, but I think so. And then I could put that on. You'll still be able to see a lot of the flowers. So I will sew that right there. I might put a little lace or something on the card. Just feel like layering stuff. Maybe I'll do that. So since I have a pocket on this side, this is past the center, so I'll put a pocket here that I can slip a tag into. And I'm using this from the little booklet of wrapping paper and stickers and cards and envelopes, I think, was in the little booklet that Alette brought me from the Netherlands. So there were 4 envelopes, and I took 3 of them, so I can use one in each journal, so it'll be in the center. Here's the other. There's 2 different designs. But for this pocket, let me look at my scraps that I cut off. I've got vintage ledger. I use large sheets of vintage ledger paper, so I'd like to use some of that for decorating. Oh, sorry. I think that would make a nice pocket there. It's going to be over here though. Cutting it just a little shorter also. Well, maybe that would look better on a page that's not blue. Maybe I want a little more contrast there. Let's see what I have in here. Oh, they all have, I put them all in the same order. Okay. There's blue. There's blue. Yeah, I wouldn't have liked it on that either. Well, I'll do it on a, oh, there's green. I'm going to put it on a white page. I like to leave the white pages for writing on, but we've got plenty of writing space because even that colored page can be written on. It's very pale. This is the back of my, maybe I'll put it there. That's a little bit smaller. I'm going to just trim that. And I will sew it on. And then this will go in. Another thing I'd like to do with those large cards is maybe make some booklets with them. Maybe that's what I can use this ledger paper for. That one's pretty, that one's pretty. And I like that one. I'm gonna find a pretty paper to use as the book cover. So this is the paper pad that these scrapbook papers and the circles came from. It's called Wildflower by Recollections. It's a 180 sheet pad. And this week I was up there Monday and they were 50% off, or 40% off, I guess. I tried not to get images that were too modern because the images of the ladies in the books are in the pages. The kit are vintage. So this is This is 5 3/4 inches tall and not quite 3.5 inches wide. So I would need this to be, what did I say, 5 3/4? 4 3/4. So I'll make this 6 1/4 or 5 1/4 and see if that's too big. If it's too big, I'll cut it down. Oh, that's about right. And so this ends up being 7 1/4. So five 1/4 by 7 1/4. Perfect. I wish I could just get a paper pad full of pages like this in different colors. I can use this as some of the pages in the booklet. These are the 3 images I'm using, right? No. These are the 3 images I'm using. I'm going to cut this 7 inches by 4 1/8. Wow, should have been 5 1/8. That's okay. Doesn't matter. I want them each to have a page of this. Okay, 5 1/8. It's already the size they are. I still have some pieces I can use for decoration. This is a muted photograph of lavender. Alright, so I will machine sew those pages in, and let's see. Doesn't show much, but just a little bit. Let me see if I want to put a skinnier piece on top of it instead. I don't think so. I've got to take this. I will be back.